Hi there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampingup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is day 1 of the 12 days of Christmas. 12 videos coming out featuring Stampin' Up products and Christmas themed ideas for you. Today's card is a really simple one to make and it features the Jolly Words stamp set. I'm using Balmy Blue as the base of my card, a piece of basic white which I have embossed using the Raindrops embossing folder, a piece of Pebbled Path which I have die cut using the Stylish Shapes dies, and that's Pebbled Path is one of our new in colours, and then another piece of thick basic white. It's also die cut with the Stylish Shapes dies, just the next size down. And then this pretty little piece of paper, that's the other side of it, is actually in the front page of our September to December mini catalogue. It's called A Walk in the Forest. This is paper that is for every sale, Stampin' Up will be giving $4.50 New Zealand to support organisations dedicated to spreading cheer. So this is paper that is actually giving back. So, and it's very, very pretty paper. I'm only using a little bit of it today, but for sure I'll be featuring it again. So to make this card, I've actually stamped the whole image of Joy, that one right there, in Pebbled Path, and then I stamped it again using Balmy Blue, and then I cut out the individual letters. So I've already gone ahead and got them done, already cut out. So you can obviously leave it, but the popping those up in a different colorway just ties in the Balmy Blue as well. Let's go ahead and get the stamping done. So bringing in that piece of thick basic white, and I'm going to ink up my stamp in Pebbled Path. Just bring in my silicone mat. Okay, and there we go. And there's our stamping done. So now we're going to do a little bit of colouring with our watercolour pencils. Now I know this is not watercolour paper, but it does actually work pretty well. So I don't often use my watercolour pencils, but I've got Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Garden Green, Daffodil Delight, and this is one of our blender pens. So they have a little bit of like ink alcohol on the end of them, and that helps just to blend the colour through. So what I'm doing with my, oh no, actually this is Real Red, this one, I changed it out. I think I used Cherry Cobbler on this one. I decided to go with Real Red just for a change. So I'm just going to put a little bit of colour down here. With my watercolour pencils. You could use your Stampin' Blends if you prefer, but these are quite small images, so I think that's really all they need. And then what I'm going to do is blend out with that blender pen. I'm just going to blend out that colour just to smooth it all out, and that gives a very gentle sort of a look, a soft watercolour look, I guess. And again, the more colour you lay down, the darker it will be. So see those shadow marks are there. I'm going to put a little bit more colour and then just blend that out. Let's colour in these cute little elves smock. Okay, and then again with my blender pen. Obviously when you change colour, there's two ends to these pens, and when you change colour you just need to use a piece of scratch paper to clean it off. And then I'm going to bring in the Daffodil Delight for here. I'm going to leave the faces plain and then garden green just to do that little band there. I won't bother blending that one, but you can. Right, so that's one done. And then let's do these little baubles in red. I'm making them really dark actually. I'm really pressing hard on my watercolor pencil. Is there only two? Yep. And then let's use, what's this one? This is Old Olive, just for those little leaves. Oh, there's another bauble I missed. Oh no, we'll do that. Let's do that one in yellow, same as our sample. They're very cute, right? And then Old Olive. So I'm just going to put the Old Olive down here. And then Garden Green. So I'm going to go quite light with the Garden Green. It's going to come in all the way around here. I'm just doing light circular motions, and kind of looks a bit messy, I know, but I'm going to bring in that blender. I'm just using a bit of scratch paper to clean that one off so I haven't got red on the end of it. Okay, and then just blend that colour, smoosh it all around, just work that colour, that garden green that you've put down, just work it all around so you're getting a soft look. And if you haven't got enough, just put a little bit more down. Just work it around. Just finish off that little elf. So I just laid colour down with my watercolour pencil, and I'm just blending out all those coloured lines. Yeah, simple little watercolouring, very simple. He's a little bit darker than that one, but that's okay. And to bring a little bit of sparkle, bring it in your Wink of Stella pen and just run around here with your pen. It darkens up that green, and also just wiping my pen off on a bit of scratch paper, and then a little bit on the hats. Just make sure you clean the brush tip of your pen before you go to another colour. Right, now let's bring in the pre-cut pieces of the lettering. So I've put tiny little small dimensionals on the back of them just to help them pop. So one over the top there. And you can see the shadow of the pre-printed, that already inked up Joy underneath. I actually quite like that. Gives it that 3D pop. Okay, and on here. Oops, just get that one straight. Tidy up. All right, so now we need to assemble the card. So bring in that plain piece of the embossed piece of white, basic white. There's some seal. Pop that on there in the middle. I just randomly cut this one to this size I liked, and I just flag the ends. My scissors. Now let's use dimensionals here. that onto the pebbled path. Okay, and then again onto here with some more dimensionals. A really quick, pretty quick card to make. I mean, if you wanted to leave it uncoloured, you could. If you were really in a hurry. That doesn't look straight. I'll just fix that. Now we're right. Oops. And that on, and then let's pop that up again with dimensionals to give it even more height. You can lay it flat if that's your preference. I also, because it's a darker, it's a darker coloured card base, I would suggest a piece of Whisper White for the inside as well, or basic white I should say for the inside, for your sentiment inside, writing in the inside of the card, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Go and finish it off, a little piece of baker's twine. This is the this is an in colour. This is one of last year's. Oh, it's a last year's in colour that will be leaving us next year. And this colour is, let me just double check that one. Tahitian Tide. I wanted to call it something else. Although we've used Balmy Blue, this is a pretty little pop. And it does tie in really nicely, I think. And let's just maybe make that a bit smaller. Might be a little bit large. So I've put a link to all the products I've used in the description bar below. So if you click on them, you'll be taken to my Stampin' Up store, and you can click on any of the products that you see there. And hopefully, if you live in New Zealand and you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I'll be happy to send you a catalogue for free. Just let me know either in the contact page of my Stampin' Up website or by emailing me stampingmary@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that video and that you'll join me again for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye now.